poison pretty much for every mission, but we're not going to use them much in Act 1 because of the constraints on money. But like I said, always go for these dudes first. You want the archers out the way. But as I was saying, poisons are great to invest in. They're pretty cheap to make. Most of the best poisons cost about 70 silver, which is pennies once you hit Act 3. But they're definitely great to have. They can actually turn the tide of a boss fight extremely fast. Some bosses can be kited extremely easily. And not only that, just reduction in damage alone. We just put someone's body in our pocket. You know how that works. Got deep, deep pockets.
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Shut your face before I stab you. I still think this game should have had like an interrupt ability like the Mass Effect 2. Where if someone's talking too much shit in dialogue, I just interrupt and cut his head off with a two-handed sword. It could happen. Totally could happen. Alright. As with every map, make sure you check every nook and cranny. We've been here already, so we don't have to check there again. Alright, we're gonna pick up Anders here. But we will have to do a goofy-ass quest for him first, so...
Sir Pouncelot. Although
He talks about his cat named Sir Pouncelot.
The Templars learned of my...
I wouldn't say Anders is a terrible character, but he is one of the whinier characters. I mean, you'll probably get sick of his whiny ass real quick. Alright, you have two options now. You can take Anders. You can basically fix your party right now. You can completely fix up your party right now. Go straight to work. Have no issues whatsoever. Or... as I was saying, sorry guys. You can skip on that and go do the Amel quest real quick, just to get out of the way since you're so close. But you know what? There's a way to teleport right here. There's literally a way to teleport right here. You just go to Anders' thing and you can just walk right in here. So what I do is I'm going to go finish Anders' quest. I almost missed that. Don't miss that yourself. I'm gonna go do his quest and then get him in my party, and then we're gonna go do some real strategy work. We'll discuss some of the tactics you want to set up and must-have tactics for your characters. We're also going to talk about the builds and how they synergize together. So as soon as we get Anders, this is really going to turn into a real guide. I'm going to show you how I play the game. Now, I've read how other people play the game. Some of my subs were sent me links to a man named Saber San Diego's guide. He plays a two-handed warrior very, very similar to mine. The only differences were a few stats and the order in which we get skills. I have a different priority of skills I like to take, but like I said, it's personal preference. If you don't like having cleave at level 6, don't take cleave at level 6. But I would never, ever not take cleave at level 6, personally, as it's your best buff, and it lasts throughout the whole game.
Always calling and getting rid of idiots. Especially thugs who target the streets just because it's dark.
Alright, so Anders is here waiting for us.
I saw Carl. Are you ready?
Like the shady bastard he is, standing outside of a church in the pitch black at night, wearing feathers on his shoulders, and a mage staff. Yeah, nobody would notice this dude. None of the Templars are going to notice this dude's walking with a staff in the middle of the night, standing out front of the chantry. This is the one day of the week that all the Templars are on break. Everyone's
When
at the
we
pub.
find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Okay. I will let you talk to him. Now, I don't remember, but I think new items come here in the Chantry when you're doing this quest. Not 100% sure on that, but we're gonna look anyway. That door looked open, didn't it? Yeah, so we got a few new items in here now. Nothing spectacular. But it is better than nothing, isn't it? Now, when you're doing this quest, you're going to get jumped by Templars. But don't fret about that, because it's going to end the quest immediately after you finish it. You're not going to be able to loot these Templars, so don't act like, oh shit, what did I do wrong? I want to loot those Templars, but I didn't get a chance. I must have did something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. The game does not let you loot these Templars here, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, my favorite ability for Meryl, as far as the Primal Tree, is Chain Lightning. This really has a lot to do with why you guys are going to be such a powerful team. But we'll talk about these skills a little bit later when we get to respec everyone for their final specs. And you really don't have to deviate any of your 3 characters, no matter what build of Two-Handed Warrior you're playing. Be it Berserker, Berserker Reaver, Reaver Templar, Templar Reaver, anything you're going to do, whatever you want to do. This build that I'm going to put on these companions will last you throughout the whole game. You'll never have to actually switch their builds, unless you don't like something they're doing.
Anders, I know you too. What?
And this is Nerd Rage. Remember to always kill the archers first. First priority is assassin, second is, or actually first priority is mage, then assassin, then you want to kill archer. Saving my cleave for this Templar Hunter. We're gonna rush him, we're gonna stun him, or he's gonna resist our stuns. Meryl is getting beat on again by the Hunter. As I said, this dude's going to nearly kill your characters in one hit, so this is nothing new. Try to get her out of the way. Try to move her into the corner or something. Yeah, I have no healers at this point, so she's gonna die, she's gonna die. That's just how it's gonna go. This fucking assassin has got a lot of life. Make sure to kill this fucking guy. There we go. Now this fight is 100 times easier.
I had already...
Carl, no.
Blah, blah.
I would rather die.
So which one is the Paragon? Let him die, whatever.
We should...
Okay, so now we have our optimal party, because Anders is going to join us. So what we're going to do now is just go straight to the Black Emporium. Straight on to the Black Emporium. As soon as it's done loading, we're going to talk to Anders. I'm not going to talk again until we get to the Black Emporium, okay?
That wasn't normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
This spirit sounds like a useful friend to have.
He was far better to me than I have been to him. To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed. He comes out. And he is no...
Few people are worthy of an invitation, you know. They search the sewers for the Emporium,